come to our midst. So I now hand over the program to His Excellency, being guided by our Deputy State Vice Chairman. My mother, you are welcome once again. Then my State Secretary too, I say you are welcome. Honorable Danladi, my father, you are welcome. So thank you so much. So, so as it is now, we go straight to the business. The press briefing by His Excellency Honorable Tope Balogun, as we don't want to waste any of our time. So thank you.
Action Alliance.
Let the masses speak.
Action Alliance.
Let the masses speak.
A àti A.
Táwọn nìkan ni ẹ jẹ́ kí mẹ̀kúnnù gbáyé.
A àti A.
Táwọn nìkan ni ẹ jẹ́ kí mẹ̀kúnnù gbáyé.
I want to use this video to welcome everybody to this August occasion. I called for this press briefing with the state executive because of the conjecture of people that had a thought that we are not into the race any longer. So we want to use this video to emphatically say that we are putting up so many things and we are in the race. Like I said at the declaration speech in 2000 in May this year, May 14th specifically, I said that we are not going to compromise and we are going to contest till the result is declared, and favorably we believe we are going to win. As of today, we have our structures in all the 20 local governments, and we have our 40 House of Assembly candidates, which signifies that no local government asks about Action Alliance, that we are not going to have people that are going to stand up for the party and the interest. Briefly, because of time and the distance of some people that came from the riverine and rural area, we have to quickly go through the press briefing. The people that are well seated here are people that came as representatives of their local governments from all looks and feelings of Lagos State. With me here are some members of the executive cabinet and some representatives of the House of Assembly members. Just like an INEC representative was surprised when the list was being read out of parties that have candidates in Lagos. The woman was surprised when we saw Action Alliance having 40 House of Assemblies. She said it has never happened before in Lagos State. And the truth is, if you don't challenge the status quo, there can never be a paradigm shift. When you call for change, you have to challenge those people that are to be changed. They will not leave the stage by their own volition, except you wrestle power and contest against them. We have 18 political parties as of today in Nigeria, and the story of this ambition has to be known to the stakeholders that are seated here. Everybody that are here are specifically chosen. It is not a general event. Those people that were at our general event, you know how mammoth our crowd have always been. So it's not a general program. It is just to tell us some things we need to know as stakeholders of the party, so that nobody will be telling you other things at home behind your back, and all those things are rumors. And when rumors continue to fly and you did not debunk it, it becomes the truth. I hope it is clear, and that is the essence of this gathering today, to tell us some things we need to know. The story of this uh, present challenge we have against the ruling party started 2018 as conceived by our present party chairman, Prince Alhaji Ayinla Oniru. He had an idea. We are all politicians. I have been in politics for more than 2 decades. All of us are in different realms of life, and we have been participating at leadership positions, supporting people to get into offices and the likes. But when you consider that idea that we are talking about joining them to change them, we have joined them like a child's play. He has spent more than 3 decades, getting closer to 4th decade of joining them to change them. I said I have joined them for more than 2 decades, and we are not able to effect any change. The people we support and push there, they will be good people ordinarily, but by the time they get there, they will not be able to do anything. So we now consider an idea that it is not possible to form a movement. I'm having a summary of what I said, and that is our preamble and foundation. Because if you don't know much about this mission, you will think it's like a regular politician or regular politics that has been played in the past. And that is why I have to come to this end to bring everybody that has major stakeholders in local government together and tell us the foundation of this project. It's a project. For some of you that have seen the flyers, you see it, Lagos REBIRTH Agenda. It's an agenda. We had a belief that we must have what we call partnership. Then we formed Rescue Lagos team. If you go to the internet, you see the activities of Rescue Lagos team. I'm a regular presenter there also. When we started the Rescue Lagos team, we put ourselves together and we were discussing different things and how to change, what to rescue Lagos. The first thing that came to our mind is, are we ready to really rescue Lagos? And we had a 10 years amongst ourselves. Some people along the line checking out because it's not easy to rescue Lagos that has been in the control of some people for the past 23 years. It's not easy to rescue it. So we have to be strategic. So by the time we started gathering ourselves and we got to a particular stage, we thought it out that there is no way that we are going to have Rescue Lagos team on the ballot paper. We must belong to a political party. So we studied 16 other political parties, leaving APC and PDP, because we believe they are the abattoirs in the political system of Nigeria. They are the main problem. So I have been a member, leading member of APC, leading member in PDP. I was secretary to Lagos State Congress of Progressive Change, that is the present president political party in 2011. I was part of major committee of actual All Progressive Congress, APC. I was part of Lagos State Merger Committee. We were the people that brought APC to Lagos. I was part of people that voted that there must be merger, that all those parties must come together. We got there and we saw that this thing is not going to change. We moved. I was part of PDP, monitoring committee at the state, and that was the first time they won election in Lagos State, 2015. That was the first time. I was part of the strategy. But there was a rapporteur to the state chairman, always giving reports, always giving candidate support and ideas on how to win election. They would have won Lagos State election if not for their own style of not wanting to win. They have 50 columnists among them. We call them adjunct party to Ashwaji, that they cannot win election in Lagos because some of their leaders are always backstabbing them. So we needed to find another party. That is what made us to study manifestos and operations of other parties, and we came about Action Alliance. Then we moved the mass. Some people came from APC, from PDP, from other parties, people that have not even belonged to any party before, that believe that Lagos State is rescuable. Lagos State is rescuable means we must come together as a unit for those people that want Lagos State to be rescued, not people that want Lagos State to change hands, for them to continue to embezzle the resources of Lagos State. And that is what is happening. All those people that you are seeing here and there making noise, they want to collect that seat so that they can empower themselves and their friends and families, not for the interest of common man. I am a common man. I lived, even though when I had the opportunity to mix up with big people in politics, I did not live where I was staying. My hood was Orile. It is still Orile government till now. I did not live there because you have to be in the midst of people to understand what is happening to them. I know the number of people I feed on a daily basis because the resources is not going down the way it's supposed to go. Now, our bedrock and ideology became equity. Our ideology is equity, and we call ourselves the populist ideology. What's the meaning of populist ideology? It means we are for the common man. We are for the common man. Anybody that is going to join this faith must not be selfish. In where we call tenor crimes abroad that people go, ask your friend, your family member that are there. Not all of them are rich, not all of them are wealthy, but all of them are comfortable. They will open tap in their house and they will see drinkable water. They have power supply, their children are in school, they have jobs unless you don't want to work. But they have jobs to the extent that people have to travel from other countries to go and look for jobs there. At the end of the day, we went into research about Lagos State, and that is where we have evaluation and findings. One of the things we saw that made us to be unhappy seriously is that Lagos State is the fifth most developed economy in the whole of Africa. That is, it has riches. It is developing almost every now and then, the economy. That means more money is coming into Lagos State because of the population of Lagos State. But in that same research, we were able to detect that Lagos State was classified as the second worst city to live in the whole world. In the whole world, ibi tó sọ pé ó pọ̀ sí, ibẹ̀ náà ni àwọn èèyàn ò gbọdọ̀, àwọn tó worst jù láti lè gbé lórí ilé ayé. In our research, we also discovered that Lagos State has the highest debt in the whole of Nigeria. Ibẹ̀ lọ ní pé ó develop economically, ibẹ̀ ló tún jẹ gbèsè jù. Gbèsè yẹn, the debt is not now translating in the lifestyle of people living in a mega city like Lagos. When they say mega city means any city that has more than 10 million people domiciled in them. And Lagos State has close to 30 million residents as of today. So we are already in the status of mega city. But are the people living in Lagos mega? No. Lagos State has the potential to be far better than Dubai. When I say Dubai, Dubai is a state. I'm comparing Dubai with Lagos State because Dubai is not a country. Like Lagos State is not a country. But when people want to travel to United Arab Emirates, where do they say they want to go? How many have ever seen Dubai? They don't even remember that it is United Arab Emirates. That is the status Lagos is supposed to have. Where people want to come into Nigeria and say, I want to go to Lagos. Because that is the status of Lagos in the past, in the old days. But eventually in our research, we also find out that there is selfishness, ineptitude, like the attitude, and avarice, excessive greed. Téèyàn ní ojúkòkòrò tó pọ̀ jù ní ara àwọn leaders wa, and that is why we did not go beyond where we are in Lagos. It is not because Lagos State does not have the resources. Gbogbo ìmọ̀tara ẹni nìkan wọ́n ń ṣe, and that is why we thought it out that after seeing all this research, in fact, one of the ministries, when we did our research, one of the ministries that law, our get information from, we now try to check it out in all other ministries. We saw it that is the same thing that obtains there. And what is that? In Lagos State, people are working as casual staff. Casual staff, they call them contract staff or temporary staff. Temporary staff mean that tí ó bá ṣe tán, the person I met 2 people. All these things I'm talking about, advocacy, he said they are practical. Because when you want to fix a state like Lagos State, you must actually have first-hand information on what is happening in Lagos State. We went on our research and we saw that we have temporary staff in Lagos. And when it just say if he has worked for Lagos State for 11 years, salary ẹ̀ kò tó nǹkan. He is a graduate. He is not going to collect pension or gratuities after his job is terminated, and he doesn't have job security. Wọ́n lè dé lọ́sàn-án fún òun kan, wọ́n sọ pé kò ṣe kéde, kò ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́. Yes, they are in Lagos. Can you believe it exists in somewhere like Lagos? Ó túmọ̀ sí pé gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ bá rí kókó kó òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, gbogbo wọn kọ́ ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú dùn àti ayọ̀ ẹlòmíì ìfáyé kékeré pé I may lose my job anytime because he doesn't have job security. That is one of those things we saw, and we now assess the situation. Is it irredeemable? Torí pé tí ò bá ní ṣe é ṣe kò ní ká tẹ́rìsì. Wọ́n ní ẹni tó bá wẹjú lẹ̀rù ń bà. Àwa ti wẹjú nínú òṣèlú Lagos State. We went ahead to gather information and we saw things. Then we now have to assess situation in truth. Is it redeemable? Are they redeemable or not? When we did our research, we saw that Lagos State is so much having so much potentials and redeemable to the extent that within 4 years we can create direct job of 450,000. Lagos State might employ of 450,000. Ó túmọ̀ sí pé some people are embezzling money that can cater for 450,000 people. Also, we were able to discover that we can have direct SME direct beneficiary schemes. Ìtumọ̀ ẹ̀ ní àwọn èèyàn máa gba àwọn èèyàn tó ní iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ àti tó ní company kékeré. They can get support grants from the Lagos State government, and the total number of people we were able to bring into the list is nothing less than 5 million residents in Lagos State. You know why all these things are not happening? Because some set of people are being overpaid by Lagos State resources. Ní máa sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan. But research ká ṣe, this is what is being done. That means if we have the opportunity to change hands in Lagos, we can create 450,000 jobs. Do you understand what 450,000 jobs means? That means we may not likely have a graduate that will not have job in Lagos. And that is what is happening in all those senate lines. Ẹ máa ń pè ìnáwó láti Nàìjíríà ọmọ àríṣẹ́ láàbọ̀dì. Because iṣẹ́ yẹn ti pọ̀ ju àwọn èèyàn tó máa ṣiṣẹ́ lọ. Nǹkan tó jẹ́ máa sábà ń ṣẹlẹ̀, that is what happens in populous cities. Jobs will always show face. Because the number of people are not enough for the number of jobs, they will have to call for expertise, call for people from outside. And people will migrate more into Lagos, and the more they migrate into Lagos, the more the wealth of Lagos will increase because they have to pay tax, and that is one of the ways states get their income. Our idea will be so much. Àwọn ọmọ tá à ń sọ yìí, their statement of facts which they cannot contradict. We saw that we can provide welfare packages and stipends for indigents monthly. The indigents will include the old age people and people that have physical challenge, and widows as well as orphans that don't have family support, or they are not self-sufficient enough, they can have monthly stipends to take care of themselves in Lagos. Then at the end of the day, we came out with what we call REBIRTH agenda, Lagos REBIRTH agenda. That REBIRTH, REBIRTH, is the acronym that takes care of all the sectors we are going to be looking into as Lagosians if we get into the office that we are looking at. The first part of our REBIRTH agenda, we call it restoring security of lives and property. That is the first thing Lagos State needs. See, security bá ti wà Lagos, if we have security in Lagos, Lagos will be a more comfortable place to live in. Gbogbo àwọn, you know, in recent time the heard that they are going to, some commercial buses are going to go on strike. Abi? Are they supposed to go on strike? No, it is because there is insecurity. There is insecurity. Their rights are not protected. Some people are going to sit down somewhere without doing any job, and they will collect money from people that are doing job and empower themselves. Unfortunately, they will spend it lavishly in the face of people that are working. These things are going to stop through our plans of restoring security of lives and property. I have 7 ways here listed. I've been told to avoid listing them these days. You know why they asked me not to be listing them? It was observed, I've attended a series of interviews. It was observed that anytime I go to any interview recently, this person that is the governor will go and implement what I have said at the interview. At least we have 4 situations like that. You will see recently they brought in fire equipment. They brought them into Lagos. Yes, it was after my interview when I told them about my model of taking care of lives and property, and I talked about, when I was talking about those things, it was at an interview at I think one CD or there. I mentioned everything. I'm not talking about I'm going to change Lagos. I'm telling you I'm going to do it, and this is how I'm going to do them in practical steps. I said I'm going to create 450,000 jobs, and I'm telling you this is how I'm going to create the 450,000 jobs. They are not, okay, so it is not all about mouth. The first part of it, we are going to look into security models that will be different from what is happening presently. Security models where everybody will be involved. Then we have surveillance by everybody. Say your papa will not do you have a way to challenge him through a recognized security outfit. In every 100 or 200 meters, we have people placed at express road that will be kit up as security officers to be doing surveillance, and they will not work for more than 6 hours so that they will not get overstayed. And we have 4 shifts that will be 24 hours in a day, and we have street lights in almost every nook and cranny, because that is one of the things everybody was bringing about the other time, but they stopped the project for their own selfish reason. It has always been because it's not settled with Alagbaja, you have to flush him out and the rest. But I'm telling you, we are going to do it, and we are going to do it. We are going to be working on flood-prone areas. When we talk about perennial flood issues in Lagos, it is something that takes life almost every year in Lagos, and people go into that office. They will sit down comfortably every year with lost life to flood, incessant flood, and at the end of the day, everybody does as if nothing has happened. Like somebody said, all die, na die. Until the death comes nearer to you, that you will understand the agony of death. Look at somebody that just went on the highway, but if such a person, if you look at the person, he's an indigent, he needed support. If you have been getting such a support, you say come power and play for more and but because of time, let me quickly go. Like I said, we are going to take care of collapsed building issues. We are going to take care of collapsed building issues by making sure the agencies that are serving with that responsibility do their job wey they are supposed to do. Kò sẹ́ni tí ò mọlé tó fẹ́ kó láti ládùúgbò. Àmọ́ bóyá ṣe máa ń fi owó tó bá dìgbà tó bá pààyàn tán tó bá tó ọmọ ṣe ilé kan tó wó èèyàn mẹ́ta ló kú èèyàn mẹ́rin ló kú. 27 people died at a building at Ikoyi. But for that collapse, the minister, the commissioner for planning, regional planning, resigned because he said it at one of the when he was resigning, he said it that I resigned because whenever my people go to that site to seal off the site, the owner of the building will brag that there's nothing you can do, and he will remove the seal and they will continue building and nothing will happen to the person because they are the untouchables. We are going to stop that, and because when they get us stop ẹ̀wù lọ́nà tá à ń gbà yìí tó gba wákà wá nígbà yìí kò sẹ́nìbọ̀dì tó jẹ́ godfather kò sẹ́nìbọ̀dì tí ó máa lè sọ pé tó bá ṣe kìíní kan owó sí pé èmi mo jẹ́ sílẹ̀ àwa mẹ̀kúnnù. That is why my mantra, my personal mantra is Tope Balogun, ọ̀rẹ́ mẹ̀kúnnù, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Governor for the people, governor for the masses. Let the masses move. Àti ṣáwọn nìkan ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ nílẹ̀. When we talk about loss of life and property, àwọn ta ló ń kú jù? Àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù náà ni. Àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù ló wà fẹ́ ti dúpọ̀ kọ́tà ń sọ yìí. That's why it is only the masses that can fight for themselves, and it is not through protest. This government does not, protest is part of democracy, but this government does not recognize protest. It is about going out on the day of election and voting them out and voting right, voting for people, person that can do the job and is having the willpower to do it. Under our REBIRTH agenda, we are going to education. Under education, you build more schools, we build more schools, and because of building more schools, we reduce overpopulation in classes. Àwọn ọmọ ọ̀mọ̀wé mọ́ because they won't take for. So a teacher will not even know that a student is a joint, that a child does not come to school. Àwọn ẹ̀ máa lọ sí joint. Teacher will mọ̀ pé wọ́n wá sí school pé wọ́n ti pọ̀ jù. School tí wọ́n ti kọ́ látàrí Jákàndé, òun náà ló ṣì wà títí di ìṣe, it's very bad. Ṣé èrò tó wà láyé Jákàndé ló wà ní ayé ìṣẹ́ni? In saner climes, what happens is that when population increases, infrastructure also increases along with them. Owó yẹn máa wọlé, but àwọn because they are using Lagos as like a business center. Nígbà tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ they are making 660 million like the Governorship bride. IGR of Lagos is 660 million. The infrastructure remain the same. The IGR of Lagos, the population now increased. The IGR of Lagos increased to more than 50 billion they normally declare. I said it as one of my interviews that I had it from our research that Lagos State makes more than 50 billion on a monthly basis. Then when they interviewed our present governor, after my interview, he confirmed it. He said Lagos State has the potential to make ×3 of what it is making presently. I am telling you, if we get there, we know we have more than ×3 of 50 billion that is coming into Lagos State on a monthly basis, but it's going to different pockets that are being used as slippages to siphon whatever they want to siphon, and the detriment of the masses. So we will build more schools. Nígbà tí Jákàndé wà, we have 600 million as somebody said, we have 50 billion. We have no increment in schools, and the population kept increasing. So we have to create more schools. So by the current year, we buy houses. We buy houses in different our àdúgbò tó bá ti wà congested. We convert them to schools. And the more people are in school, the lesser the crime rate in the larger society. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ yẹn tí wọ́n ń lò àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe pé wọ́n sí ní school yìí. Now because of time, we are going to have 8 items to be fulfilled there. Because of time, I'm going to energy. Under energy, we are going to take care of independent power supply plants. Àwọn ilé iṣẹ́ tó ń pèsè iná. We can create mini power plants in different local governments. So that at the end of the day, everybody will not be on the national grid and they will be supplying. Sometimes you look at it that like if you do it integrated power supply plants, people it is going to be expensive. But look at the number of people that are using generator because they have to sustain themselves. So if we move all those people that are using generator on that independent power supply plant and they know it is going to be cheaper for them, that means the number of people that will be on the national grid àwọn tí wọn ò lówó láti ra generator will be lesser. So I really am enjoying àwọn náà máa ṣe kí ni everybody will be a win-win, will be having a win-win situation, and the industrialized or commercialized companies we have their power supply also directly for themselves. Àwọn tó máa ń jẹ́ kí normal sí ládùúgbò yìí. Because of time, let me just go on. Oúnjẹ náà la máa ti ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ètò omi. There is no water corporation that is working. There is no water works that is working. We are going to take care of that. Because of them, we go to broad-based and all-inclusive governance. We are going to make legislative arms to be independent, to have opportunity to do their job, the three major jobs they are supposed to be doing: oversight, monitoring, and implementation of projects. Then, and sponsoring of bills, sorry. Then we are going to make judicial system automated. Àìmọye èèyàn tó wà nínú nígbà àwa lọ sí gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀wọ̀n oríṣiríṣi a lọ ṣe research. Is everybody that are in prison supposed to be in prison? No. Because the work is overwhelming for the judiciary arm. So many people are suffering and lying there because of delay in justice system. We have a project at hand àti ṣe research lórí ẹ̀, automation of judicial process. Ẹlòmíì kò ní ìdí pé wọ́n dé court kí wọ́n tó mọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ sí, wọ́n á ti sẹ́ndì gbogbo ẹ̀. At the end of the day, adájọ́ á sẹ́ndì gbogbo nǹkan tó fẹ́ sẹ́ndì á lọ pé wọ́n jẹ́ ìrẹ́lẹ̀ kí wọ́n jẹ́ kí ó máa lọ sí ilé. So the what's it called, the prisons will be decongested. If the prisons are decongested, owó tó ń bọ́jẹ̀tì fún wọn oúnjẹ máa tó wọn ṣe kí ni á máa tó wọn jẹ. They will not constitute nuisance when they come out of those places, but because of them, we make local government to be functional and independent because they are another level of government. If they don't allow them to work, they have usurped all their duties. Àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ máa kó gọ́tà. Wọ́n bá ẹ̀kọ́ kó gọ́tà, if they have been doing their clearing of drainages according to what is in the constitutional provision for local government, we will not be having the type of flood and blockages of drainages that we normally have. But pé káwọn ọ̀kan ṣàfẹ́ kó gbọ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀, the advertisement we are having are supposed to be managed by local government. We bring NGOs, CBOs on board too. Then on infrastructure, we build more roads, we build more bridges for people for places that need those things. Tẹ́ bá lọ sáwọn òbí kan, àwọn èèyàn máa go express rẹ pé they lose life on a daily basis and people close their eyes as if they cannot see them. We are going to facilitate the completion of the newly approved seaports, the Badagry seaports and the Lekki seaports, and the airports that have just been approved. We are going to facilitate the completion of those things because there are things that will ease businesses and our fourth generation and employment goal and reasons. And we do consistent monitoring. The rural development is another thing we are going to be looking at. Rural development, 3 things to be done. Number 1, we open up agriculture, we open up aquaculture, we open up industrialization and hospitality. Tí àwọn nǹkan yẹn bá ti wà ní àwọn ìgbèríko yẹn, people will migrate. People will migrate, and if we have lesser people at the urban area, there will be lesser crime because the facility that is provided in the urban area will be enough for people living in the urban area. And people that want to migrate to the rural area, they will not migrate there thinking that àwọn fẹ́ lọ suffer because everything that they enjoy in the urban area would have been translated and regenerated in the rural area. We are going to collect monuments, cultural monuments. Àwọn nǹkan tí ó wà nínú ìdílé ẹni oníkálukú a máa document it. Nítàn because we observe that We don't have a unique history. And if you don't know the history of your family, of your state, what happens to you? You are tense to lose your culture. And nǹkan tí ò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n máa pè bẹ́ẹ̀ fún wa. And at the end of the day, people start behaving irrationally. We are going to take care of cultural monuments, and we are going to open museums and conservation reserves. Tí museum bá wà ní gbogbo àwọn ìlẹ̀, there is no way people not come from outside Nigeria to go to some of those museums. There is no way people not come from the urban parts to go to the rural parts. Kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ láwọn ìbẹ̀rẹ̀? We have more money. People will be able to do business and make money out of those opportunities. Torí àsìkò, we go to technology, the ICT hubs and training centers will be increased so that each local government we have training centers. Then we invest technology in governance. We invest more technology in governance, and with that we can be able to monitor all government agencies for a particular location. Even our as Lagosians will be able to monitor what is happening in different, because daily report one máa ṣe kí one máa submit it, everybody máa láǹfààní àti. So if you have any complaint, you can also send it, and within the twinkling of an eye, everybody react to it and take care of it. Transportation, I have said this several. We are not going to ban any mode of transportation. We are not going to ban Okada. We are not going to ban tricycle or motorcycle. We are going to activate everything. When we talk about mega city, a metropolitan city like Lagos State, in anywhere in the world, all modes of transportation will be working, because those modes of transportation are not even enough for the population. But because they don't go out, they don't know all these things. If you go out, you know the number of people that are at bus stop during peak hours. Èrò máa pọ̀ bus stop bíbá onísímọ́tò, and because of that they will hide. And because of that, those people we call street urchins at the road, they will come in and start doing. So we are going to activate everything, but we are going to now use technology to monitor them. Àwọn èlòmíì wọ̀n ní kọ̀ọ̀kan kíláàsì lójú títì, orí omi ló yẹ kí wọ́n gbà. Then the lip service they have been paying lip service on the rail that blue line is going to work, the red line is going to work, the green line is going to work. Have you seen them working? It has not worked for 3 years that they are there. Now it remains like 7 months to live there. They now say everything is going to work. We are going to activate everything in reality and make them work. Even the water transportation, people are dying. They will just say water, the boat collapse, they capsize, and people die because they are not concerned. They are not using it. They are not concerned about the lives of people. And these are one of the things we are going to be looking at. The various agencies within the sector of the state for such excesses. Then healthcare delivery. Gbogbo àwọn healthcare delivery wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ìsọ̀rọ̀ fẹ́ ọ̀kan nítorí pé time is fast spent. One of those things I'm going to do is that I'm going to synchronize all general hospitals. Do you know the funny thing? If you go to a general hospital today, Kani Ongbeni, where is Shomolu, you register there. You now travel or you are on transit. You now have a reason to go to another general hospital. You have to buy card again. You have to test you again. You have to know your blood flow. You are going to synchronize everything. By the time you get to any general hospital, they just place your card. They will see that you are all positive. You have already registered, and you have that card anywhere you go. And that is one of the things we are going to do to support like I said, because of them, so many things. My media person is already telling me time is up. Under healthcare sector, the government is government of the masses. Under housing, we are going to build the housing policy that is on ground. We are going to scrap it, and we are going to do massive building for low income earners. I am not going to build house for rich men. I'm going to build house for low income earners, because a rich man can buy land and build structure. I'm going to build house for low income earners. Àwọn ènìyàn máa ra lé. How do you build house? And at the end of the day, it is only rich men that will buy the house and be renting it out to low income earners and be making money out of poor people again. And we know where low income earners, we even know low income earners within the government setting. This is what we are going to do. We have lines that we want to that we can use to build all those things, and we are going to do it by the grace of God. Then we are going to review the tenants, landlord tenants relationship law. We are going to review it. It is exploitation that is going on here and there today. Exploitation. Àwọn èèyàn kan wá kàn ṣe nǹkan tó wù wọ́n, nobody talks. My mentor, one of my mentors that I met, well, let me know about the possible. I have met and sat down and trained within that 22 years of my teaching age under politics, under late Lateef Jakande. I was a member of Jakande Progressive Movement. We go to his house regularly on a weekly basis at Ilupeju, and he tutored us on what we call service to humanity. If you want to really serve the people, you have to know about service, and we have learned about that. So generally, I want to use this medium to say thank you for coming. More investment opportunities are coming to Lagos. More jobs are coming for the masses. More income are coming for the state, and more prosperity as well as comfort will be enjoyed by Lagosians. I call on you, my dear passionate patriotic Lagosians, to join us in the advocacy, promulgation, and promotion of this agenda. Again, I call on you all. Having listened to the detailed meaning of our REBIRTH agenda, what we are going to do step by step, I call on you all, dear passionate and patriotic Lagosians, to join us in the advocacy, promulgation, and promotion of this REBIRTH agenda, because it is duty bound to help rebirth a new Lagos for ourselves and others. With high hope and confidence, we shall win convincingly by 11th of March 2023 and be sworn in by 29th of May 2023 by God's grace. We all need all hands on deck. Action Alliance, let the masses speak. Àti
Táwọn nìkan ni ẹgbẹ́ tí mẹ̀kúnnù káyé.
Tope Balogun, ọ̀rẹ́ mẹ̀kúnnù, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Tope Balogun máa mi kàn àti pàgọ́ yí ọ̀ka. Tope Balogun máa mi kàn àti pàgọ́ yí ẹ̀ka o. Àwa obìnrin
Thank you very much.
lẹ́yìn rẹ̀, àwọn ọkùnrin ilẹ̀ lẹ́yìn rẹ̀ o. Tope Balogun máa mi kàn àti pàgọ́ yí ọ̀ka.
Thank you very much. We appreciate every one of us for listening. So quickly, we ask a gentleman of the press if they have one question or the other. We ask His Excellency. So, press man, okay. Let's be independent. Okay, independent. Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm Israel from Independent Newspaper. Okay. I've been listening to your REBIRTH agenda, which covers every aspect of the industry. But my question will be the aspect of investment. Like you said Lagos State has the capacity to generate funds. What will you be doing in the aspect of investment? How will you attract investors to come to Lagos State, considering the security issue in the country and considering the situation Lagos State is in now? How will you be able to come as investors?
The first aspect we are going to address, which is why we said restoring of security of lives and property and putting up surveillance for 24 hours. We want to bring a Lagos that we have 24 hours opportunity to earn money, and that is Lagos of the past. Nightlife is in Lagos, and that is how it is in every developed cities of the world. By the time we have such thing, when you know that you are secure, that the surveillance, everybody's business, everybody is involved. Today we have security trust fund being collected in Lagos. Is there security in Lagos? So that is the reason why investors are not showing much interest, even though we have the opportunity. And people are even still coming despite that. But the money that has been made from there, does it translate into development for Lagosians? Do you have prosperity in Lagos the way supposed to have? You have less the type of comfort you are expecting as Lagosians. So these are the things you are going to bring in. If you bring in security as much as you want to bring them in, you are going to attract investors naturally, because what they are going to invest in is already in Lagos. The population alone is a reason for coming to Lagos to come and invest. Thank you.
The mic is on.
I'm Abdurrazaq. And my question is, every election campaign like this get promises upon promises upon promises. My question is, if you are voted in, what is the assurance that you're going to fulfill these promises? And if you are voted in, how soon should Lagosians expect these promises to be fulfilled?
Thank you very much for clear TV. The first thing that showed that we are serious with this our agenda is that those people that are presently at the end of our day are part of the old system, and we believe strongly that you cannot be doing something the same way and expect a different result. So that's the first reason. The second reason for you to believe that we are going to do it is for our mantra, where we say we are populist ideologues. By the time the dividends of democracy comes, we are going to give it to the masses, not to the godfathers, because we don't have one. Then the third is that by the time you go and assess our integrity, because everybody has an history, go and look at the history of those people that want to come and change Lagos and why they are not changing, because they have the integrity problem that are already attached to them. Like somebody recently that is contesting for governorship in Lagos, one of his godfathers came out and said he betrayed him. He betrayed him, that they agreed that somebody is going to be made deputy governor. They agreed that somebody is going to be made deputy governor. But when the time came to fulfill his agreement, what did he do? He went to go and choose another person. The person that was now left the party and went to another. They are not actually interested in doing anything in Lagos. Go to the issue of integrity with the person that is there. Till today, we have always asked the question, who ordered the shooting? Who ordered the shooting? Because they have the integrity question. So everybody go and check about us. Our personality speaks for us. We don't compromise, and we are not going to compromise on this. Thank you.
Thank you, His Excellency. Any question from the general audience? From the audience, any question? Okay, please make it very brief.
Your Excellency, thank you for this encouraging work. I happen to be one of those people who have been agitating for this rebirth agenda. I was opportune to meet late Alhaji Gani Daud of blessed memory, and he told me several things that I have been looking forward to see since 2007 up to today. They have not been brought to the notice or to the public domain. This includes the master plan of Lagos that was created under the tutelage and the chairmanship of late Alhaji Gani Daud when he was the chairman of Lagos Island. He built the city hall from the scratch, and what they planned to be poultry farms now become secondary schools, now that the place to give the education. I wish you the best. I wish you all the best. Àwọn alálẹ̀ àtẹ̀ kò ní ṣe. Mo dúró lórí ilẹ̀ ìlẹ̀kùn pè lẹ́yìn. Mo dúró lórí ilẹ̀ mo sọ lórí your excellence àwọn alálẹ̀ àtẹ̀. Òtítọ́ ó máa ń tú ẹrù ìdàpalẹ̀. Ìpàdé pé àbíyú dáadáa ẹ̀yin náà tó ayé bí. Ìbéèrè òṣèlú wọ̀. And that goes to the answer you gave to that lady. Integrity. If you are a man of integrity, please fear no fall. The devil will fall by your side on the way. I wish you great hero, great Tope Balogun.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the Action Alliance Party and the campaign organization of Tope Balogun, I appreciate all the pressmen that are here. Thank you very much. We'll be expecting a very good report from the press. So we really appreciate it. Thank you very much.